Do you sometimes feel like regular tasks are getting harder, as if your muscles are not as strong as they used to be? Have you noticed you need more effort just to carry groceries or get up from a chair? If this sounds familiar, you might be experiencing the effect of age-related muscle loss. But don't worry, by the end of this video, you will understand which foods can help protect your muscles, why these nutrients matter so much, and how to fit them into your daily routine without stress. It's not about fancy diets or difficult eating plans. It's about simple research-backed ideas that can help your body stay stronger no matter your age. Many studies show that people over 50 can lose around 1 to 2% of muscle mass each year if they do not do anything to prevent it. That might sound scary, but with the right foods and habits, you can slow this down or even turn it around. So let's explore some clear, easy ways to help your muscles stay healthy and keep you active and confident in your everyday life. The first thing we need to cover is what causes muscle loss in the first place. Experts often call it sarcopenia, which is basically an age-related decrease in muscle mass and strength. Several things help create this situation. One is hormone changes. As we get older, the levels of hormones like testosterone and growth hormone drop, and these are important for building and keeping muscle. Another factor is physical inactivity. If you are not staying active or doing anything that challenges your muscles, your body starts to think it does not need all that muscle. Over time, it will break muscle tissue down because it believes you can manage without it. A third factor is not getting the right nutrients, especially protein, as well as vitamins and minerals that support muscle. Luckily, you can do a lot to stop or even reverse muscle loss by paying attention to what goes on your plate and how often you move your body. A big study in a well-respected nutrition journal showed that older adults who ate enough high-quality protein had better muscle health and physical function than those who did not focus on protein. Knowing this, we can see how important it is to choose foods that give your muscles what they need. Let's talk more about protein. Protein is often called the building block of muscle. When you eat it, your body breaks it down into amino acids, which help repair and build muscle fibers. Some amino acids are very good at signaling your body to make new muscle tissue. One of these is leucine, which is found in foods like eggs, dairy, chicken, and fish. But you do not need to know all the science details to benefit. The main thing is that your muscles need protein regularly. Often, older adults are advised to get around 1.0 to 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. Some experts say you can go even higher, like 1.2 to 1.4 grams, especially if you want to rebuild lost muscle. To figure out your weight in kilograms, just take your weight in pounds and divide it by 2.2. Then, multiply that result by the amount of protein you want. For example, if you weigh 150 pounds, that is about 68 kilograms. At 1.2 grams per kilogram, that comes out to around 82 grams of protein per day. That can sound like a lot, but if you spread it across breakfast, lunch, dinner, and maybe a snack, it becomes much easier to reach. Spreading out protein is something research also supports. Many of us eat a small breakfast, a moderate lunch, and then a big dinner with the majority of our protein in one meal. Studies suggest that dividing protein intake more evenly throughout the day can improve muscle maintenance because your body can only use a certain amount of protein at once for building or repairing muscles. So if your goal is 80 grams of protein daily, try about 20 at breakfast, 20 at lunch, 20 in the afternoon, and 20 at dinner. You might enjoy 2 eggs or a bowl of Greek yogurt in the morning, a chicken or tofu dish at lunch, maybe a piece of cheese and some nuts in the afternoon, and then fish or lean meat at dinner. It does not have to be complicated. Any balanced, simple approach can work as long as you are consistent. Now, let's look at specific foods that help keep your muscle mass. Eggs are one of the best sources of high-quality protein and contain important nutrients like B vitamins, choline, and leucine. They are also very budget-friendly, and can be used in many recipes. Lean meats like chicken or turkey and fish such as salmon or tuna offer a great protein boost along with vitamins and minerals. Fatty fish like salmon also provide omega-3 fatty acids, which support heart health and can help reduce inflammation in the body, a factor that can hurt muscle health if it gets out of control. Dairy products like Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, and milk are good for protein, vitamin D, and calcium, which is necessary for bones and muscle contractions. If you prefer more plant-based options, there are plenty of nutritious items like beans, lentils, tofu, tempeh, quinoa, and nuts. These can also provide fiber and antioxidants, which help protect your cells from stress and damage. A study in a journal dedicated to gerontology found that older adults can do very well on a plant-based or mixed diet if they include the right amount of total protein and other nutrients. Protein is key, but carbohydrates and fats also play a role in muscle maintenance. Complex carbs, such as whole grains, brown rice, and oatmeal, provide your body with steady energy. If you do not get enough carbs, your body might burn protein for energy instead of using it to build and repair muscles. That is why completely cutting out carbs can be a bad idea if you want to keep your muscles healthy. Healthy fats from foods like avocados, nuts, seeds, and olive oil support hormone production, which is important for muscle health as well. Just remember to focus on moderate amounts of healthy fats rather than large amounts of saturated or trans fats that can harm heart health. Besides macronutrients like protein, carbs, and fats, we have some important vitamins and minerals that keep muscles running smoothly. Vitamin D is a major one. Not only does it help the body absorb calcium, but it also works with calcium to help muscles contract properly. Low vitamin D levels can lead to muscle weakness, and many older adults do not get enough sunlight to produce enough vitamin D naturally. If you live where it is cloudy or cold much of the year, or if you do not spend much time outdoors, consider foods like fortified milk or juice, fatty fish, or even vitamin D supplements, but always check with a healthcare provider first. Calcium, which people usually associate with bones, is also crucial for muscle contraction. B vitamins, especially vitamin B12, are another key group of nutrients because they help your body convert the food you eat into usable energy and aid in making red blood cells. Red blood cells carry oxygen to your muscles, and without enough oxygen, muscles get tired more easily. Antioxidants like vitamins C and E help protect your muscle cells from damage by harmful molecules called free radicals. If these free radicals become too abundant, they can contribute to the breakdown of muscle tissue. Good sources of vitamin C are citrus fruits, strawberries, and bell peppers, while vitamin E can be found in nuts, seeds, and spinach. Let's also talk a bit about hydration. As we get older, our sense of thirst sometimes becomes weaker, so we might not feel thirsty even if we are becoming dehydrated. Dehydration can make muscles cramp, feel weak, and recover more slowly. To avoid this, drink water throughout the day. If plain water feels boring, you can add a slice of lemon or cucumber, or try herbal teas. Just be cautious with sweetened drinks or juices that have lots of sugar, as too much added sugar can harm your general health. Low-sugar electrolyte drinks can also be useful, especially if you have been sweating or if you live in a hot climate. Now let's discuss meal planning tips that can help you put this knowledge into action. If cooking daily is too tiring, consider meal prepping once or twice a week. You can cook a big batch of chicken breasts or lentils, chop vegetables, and store them in containers. That way, you can quickly put meals together later. Slow cookers or pressure cookers are also great tools. You can set them up, go do something else, and come back to a ready meal. This saves time and often makes it easier to eat healthier foods consistently. If you want to be sure you are getting enough protein, you might consider a protein shake or a small snack like cottage cheese with fruit between meals. But remember, it is better to get most of your protein from real whole foods rather than relying too much on processed shakes or bars. Here is a simple example of how a day of eating might look. For breakfast, you could have scrambled eggs with spinach and a small bowl of Greek yogurt topped with berries. This gives you a nice protein boost right away. At lunch, try a tuna sandwich on whole wheat bread with some lettuce and tomato, plus a side of carrot sticks. For dinner, you could have grilled salmon with broccoli or cauliflower and a serving of brown rice. If you like snacking, maybe mid-afternoon you could have a handful of almonds and a few grapes, or some cottage cheese, or even a protein smoothie. It all depends on what you enjoy. The main idea is to keep hitting those nutrient targets throughout the day. In addition to eating well, a bit of exercise can go a long way. Research in the journal Nutrients shows that older adults who match good nutrition with simple resistance exercises, like light weights, resistance bands, or bodyweight exercises, see better outcomes in muscle mass and strength than those who only focus on diet. You do not have to do intense workouts. Even gentle activities like chair squats, where you sit and stand repeatedly, or wall push-ups can remind your body that you need muscle mass. If you are not sure which exercises are right for you, it might help to talk to a physical therapist or a trainer who has experience working with older adults. Before we move on, I want to mention how important it is to stay consistent. You do not have to be perfect every single day. Sometimes you might go out to eat, or you might not meet your protein goal. That is fine. What really matters is making these healthy choices most of the time. Over weeks and months, these small choices turn into real progress. You might discover that the stairs are easier to climb, or you do not get tired as quickly carrying groceries from the car. You might even notice that you sleep better, or have fewer random aches and pains. All these changes are signs your muscles are getting the nutrients and support they need. Let's go further into some less commonly mentioned nutrients that might help you. Omega-3 fatty acids, found in salmon, sardines, flax seeds, and walnuts, can reduce inflammation in your body, which might help your muscles recover faster. Some studies suggest that pairing an adequate protein intake with omega-3 supplements could boost muscle-building effects in older adults. Then there are nitrates, which you get from vegetables like beets, spinach, and arugula. These nitrates can turn into nitric oxide, which can improve blood flow and oxygen delivery to muscles. Some people notice they have a bit more stamina when they include beets or beet juice in their routine. Also, polyphenols, found in berries, cherries, grapes, and dark chocolate, help fight oxidative stress that can damage muscle cells. None of these are magic pills, but they can support your overall plan. If you check food labels at the store, you might see words like enriched or fortified. Enriched usually means that nutrients lost during processing have been added back, while fortified means nutrients that were not originally in the food have been added. Either way, these can help fill certain gaps in your diet, especially if you struggle to eat a wide variety of foods. On the flip side, be cautious of ready-to-eat processed foods that are high in sodium, sugar, or unhealthy fats. While they might be convenient, they often do not supply the quality nutrients your muscles need. Let's talk now about real-life success stories that give hope. Large reviews in journals about aging and muscle health have looked at seniors over the age of 65 who improved their diets by adding more protein up to around 1.2 grams per kilogram, focusing on vitamin D and calcium, and doing some mild physical activity. After about 6 months, they often measured better grip strength, could walk a bit faster, and had an easier time climbing stairs. Some were able to maintain their independence longer. None of this required extreme diets or long hours in the gym. It was all about small, consistent changes in daily habits. To make all this even easier, think about setting some simple goals. Maybe you want to add a portion of beans or lentils to your meals 3 times a week. Or you want to include fish twice a week. Or maybe your goal is to eat a source of protein at breakfast every day. Write these goals down and check them off each day or week. This can help you see progress, which boosts motivation. Also, think about sharing these goals with a friend or family member. You might find it more fun to cook together or share recipes. Having social support is a big factor in sticking to healthy changes, according to many studies in health psychology. While focusing on food is crucial, remember that your body also needs good rest and stress management. During deep sleep, your body repairs tissues, including muscle. If you are not sleeping enough, you may not get the full muscle-building benefits of the nutrients you are eating. Stress is another factor. Long-term stress can raise levels of cortisol, a hormone that can promote muscle breakdown if it remains high. Gentle activities like walking in nature, practicing slow breathing, or listening to calming music can help you manage stress. Some people like yoga or meditation, and others prefer just sitting quietly with a cup of tea. Whatever it is, find a way to calm your mind and body on a regular basis. Let's put it all together into one final plan. You don't need a fancy schedule, but here's a straightforward way to approach your meals and activities. First, start your morning with a protein-rich choice, like eggs or Greek yogurt with fruit, plus a glass of water. A mid-morning snack could be a piece of fruit or a small handful of nuts for extra nutrients. Lunch might be a salad with grilled chicken or tofu, plus some whole grain bread or brown rice to supply healthy carbs. If you feel hungry in the afternoon, have a snack like cottage cheese with berries or a small protein shake. At dinner, aim for a portion of fish or lean meat, or a plant-based protein like lentils, along with vegetables and a starch like sweet potato or quinoa. Spread out protein in roughly equal amounts if you can. Try to do some light resistance exercises 2 or 3 times a week. Whatever feels comfortable and safe for you. Make sure you get enough sleep. Aim for at least 7 hours a night, and spend a few minutes each day practicing a relaxing activity to reduce stress. This might sound like a lot, but don't worry. Start with small steps. Pick 1 or 2 changes that feel most doable. For instance, maybe you just focus on adding an egg or 2 to your breakfast each morning for the next week, and that's it. Once that feels like a habit, add another small change, like having fish for dinner once or twice a week. Over time, these small steps add up to big progress. If you occasionally slip up or eat something that's not so healthy, there's no need to feel guilty. Just keep returning to these good habits whenever you can. The final message is that your muscles don't have to disappear just because you're getting older. With the right foods, a little bit of daily movement, and smart lifestyle habits, you can protect and even improve your muscle health. This can mean more energy for the activities you love, greater ease in everyday tasks, and a higher quality of life. Thank you for watching and learning about the simple ways to keep your muscles strong as you age. If you found this helpful, please like this video, share it with friends or family who could benefit, and subscribe to our channel for more tips on healthy aging, easy recipes, and fitness ideas. We appreciate your support and can't wait to bring you more information to help you feel your best at any age. Here's to staying active, strong, and confident in every stage of life.